Howdy ho. Man, I actually went and saw a jazz concert recently with my uncle. He's like a older guy, you know. Actually, the only surviving member of my mother's family. Actually, kind of sad for him. He had two sisters and a brother and a mom and a dad. And he's the only one left out of all of them, which is kind of crazy to think about. But Joe Mufasa Fano. I don't know what his fucking name is. It's not my fucking deal. But the guy was pretty fucking.
Did you fall? Are you all right?
Jesus Christ, dude! Like, thanks for that, Tactical Muffin Top.
Staircase drill.
I don't know.
Just scream.
Well,
if you
what I
need
was trying to
911.
say was, it was a good concert, but it reminded me a lot of going to. It was basically like going to see fucking Blues Brothers without the Blues Brothers. It was like that kind of music, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But wasn't really my dig. But we had a good time, you know. Smoked some weed. We brought some Subway sandwiches with us. Fucking snuck them in, ate them in the stands while we were watching. It was pretty good. Anyway, how you guys doing tonight? We're doing a little gay frog action. I was going to do a shorter chat tonight because I have some stuff that I got to do in about an hour here. So we're just going to do like a quick 60-minute chat if everybody is okay with that. No one's going to be too upset with me for only doing 60 minutes instead of fucking, however long we normally go for. But, it's whatever.
I'm not okay with this.
Yeah, I know. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm not paying you enough to only work an hour.
Yeah, no.
Wait. I need to start paying you, I guess, actually.
If you was giving me 50 cents an hour, I would be happy.
I mean, if I made enough at this channel to pay people to be here, that'd be fucking awesome. We actually had enough people watching and enough donations and ways to make money and selling t-shirts or something like that to where it would support doing the show. Plus it would give you guys something for being here every night, That'd be fucking so cool.
Right. No, if you was getting that money, I think you would have to open up a studio and we all had to move to Colorado and just talk in the studio.
Yeah, just do it in person. Do it live. Like Timcast. It'll just be Honda Cast.
Have your own bunker studio. Next room has a skateboard ramp in it.
No, it'd be a motorcycle park or something.
Right.
Yeah. Little fucking dirt bike jumps and a fucking street bike track around the outside or something. That'd be fun.
Yep.
Blues Brothers rock. You got an orange whip. Orange whip. 3 orange whips. What the fuck is an orange whip? I like Orange Julius. It's been a while since I've had one though.
I don't know what an orange whip is.
Remember getting Orange Julius's at the mall when you were a teenager?
Never did that.
You never got Orange Julius's at that must be a white person thing. Actually, when I say that, it sounds pretty white. That sounds like a white person thing. Ohio, did you ever get Orange Julius's at the mall?
No, I was too poor.
Damn, that's a rich white person thing. Fuck. I didn't even think we were rich, but I guess we had Orange Julius money. Wasn't a lot, but it was something.
Also, an orange whip is a alcoholic drink made with rum, vodka, cream, and orange juice.
Yeah, that's a weird. No one orders that. I've worked in bars for fucking 25 years. And in 25 years, exactly 0 people have ordered an orange whip. It's never been on any menu that I've of any restaurant or any bar that I've ever worked at. They'll have their specialty house drinks. And no one's ever just off the cuff order, because people off the cuff order weird shit, and just expect you to have everything to make it. And sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't, and that's kind of the thing about ordering a weird ass drink. You might get it, you might not. But no one's ever ordered that weird ass drink.
Yeah.
Stephen Carroll says 60 minutes. That's only 58 minutes for cuddling.
Have they ever ordered a Chimney Rock mudslide?
Oh shit, we got Keiko O'Brien here. Keiko, identify yourself.
Oh, hello.
Oh, that's who I thought it might be. Well, oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, how are you? Very good.
Oh, so good. Sorry, that's
What's going on?
not much.
When is the title supposed to get to your house? Do you know? Did you look at the tracking at
haven't
all?
even
I haven't
looked, dude.
looked at it since I sent
I
it.
haven't looked.
I
I'm
think
gonna
they
see
said
if I
like,
can't get somebody to pick it up by the end of the week.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
like who would do that?
One of these fucking companies that picked that shit up.
Oh! I thought you were talking to like Dino Spumoni or something.
No, nobody's offered, so you know.
How much are they charging? Do you know?
I gotta look. I got a bunch of fucking bids on it. I gotta look, but I want to say like the cheapest one was like $550, but I gotta like. I may not pick the cheapest one depending on what their company ratings are, like with the BBB and shit like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's someone out there's opportunity to make $500 right now. Undercut the fucking companies that do it. Meet a YouTuber in person and deliver him his dream motorcycle.
Well, it's only worth it if you're like driving down here anyway or hauling other shit. Because otherwise, you're gonna use all that in fucking gas money just to fucking drive.
Well, you know, if that's what someone wants to do.
Yeah.
I thought about writing it down, but then I'm like, then I really thought about it, and I'm like, no.
No.
Like 2 days straight riding that bike.
No.
I mean, it's not like it's that bike's bad or anything, but it would need to be fixed up before I left. First of all,
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm not riding it all the way down there on the tires that it has.
Old ass tire, rear tire, and shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
bro.
No.
I do like. Okay, so there's a adjacent parking lot to my complex and another adjacent parking lot to the complex, and I can drive on all the side roads and complex parking lots without having to drive on the road, really, you know?
Yeah.
And so, like, the other night when I got off of work, I hopped on your bike and rode around all the parking lots, like, till people were, like, looking at me like, what are you doing? It's a fun little bike. I like it. It's a fun little bike. Not super powerful, but it's, you know, it's got enough power. It's got enough to get around, and it shifts nice, and it starts right up, and sounds good. That's the main thing. It sounds really good. Like, the motor sounds fucking beefy. I don't know how to describe it. It's that V-twin, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, we got some stories. We're doing a little shorter chat tonight because I do have some stuff. I downloaded Red Dead Redemption 2. And I'm playing it with my friend later. All truth be told, that's what I'm doing. All right? I'm sorry that I'm ditching you guys to go play video games later, but...
Just like I played it, I picked that thing up when it was new. So I don't know how many years ago that was.
Okay,
and I played it on a fucking live chat. And I played for 2 hours and was bored out of my motherfucking mind.
Okay,
never
so
got
that's
past
why,
the
though.
snowboard.
Here's what you did. Though. You have to like set up your character and name your character and figure out what you want to look like and all that stuff. And then once that's done, you got to go through the prologue like set of missions where it tells you how things work. So you got to like hit like it's like 5 missions in a row that each take like, I mean, if you rush through them like 10, 15 minutes each, you know, so it's like a good hour of fucking running through and doing stuff if you do it quickly. And that's before you can actually just go play the game and do whatever you want, right?
I don't know, man. I was on like a fucking snowy mountain in a blizzard, and there were wolves, and I was just bored to shit the entire time. I put it down, and I never played it again. I still have it. Yeah, I think it was on PS4 or something. I think I still have the game.
All you have to do is just get past that level, and it's just great after that.
Yeah, you can go like hunt alligators in the swamps or fucking rob trains, or there's all kinds of cool shit you can do.
All I'm saying is if you're going to make a game where the first 2 hours suck fucking ass, like that should be the part of the game that gets somebody like invested and involved and goes, hey, this is why a lot of games, there's like lots of games out there that are like at the beginning of the game, they give you a taste of what like ultimate power in the game is like. via some sort of like the Star Wars games have done this before, where like at the very beginning they let you play as Darth Vader first, and then in the first like opening mission, and then you go back to like your regular character or whatever, and then you build that character. But you've seen what you can get to, and you've had like the first opening mission is fucking badass, and you had a lot of fun, and like that game just goes the opposite way, and it's like, okay, we're gonna start you off with as slow and boring as it can possibly be, just because.
I can think of another game that's exactly like that you played the shit out of.
What?
Skyrim.
I never played Skyrim. I played Oblivion.
Oblivion. Okay, same shit. It's the fucking same series of games. Sorry, I just named the wrong one.
Okay, so yes. So as far as your power levels, you're right. You start off with like fucking nothing. But
and you got to go through this big ass intro scene, and you got to set up your character.
Not at all.
And
it starts off right in the middle.
Got to come in and do shit before you can do stuff. And I don't know if that was Oblivion.
I don't know Skyrim. In Oblivion, you start off immediately as an escaped prisoner sneaking through fucking the city's like sewers and runoffs.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Doing
that's
shit.
how Skyrim starts off also.
And like immediately learning how to like pick locks and kill rats and escape and try and get out of town. And you got to steal some shit from some people. And like there's like immediately within the first 5 minutes, you're doing some shit. That's not how Red Dead Redemption was.
Yeah, that's how Skyrim starts off. You first start off as a prisoner who's about to get beheaded. Then a dragon comes and start.
Dude, I just played the fucking intro to Red Dead, and within the first, it's like hour of playing anyway. There's 2 missions where you have to like go and shoot a bunch of dudes and loot their bodies.
Well,
and
Leo, how long did I play that I was stuck in that fucking snowland fucking bullshit?
I have no idea what took you 2 hours. That was like a 45-minute tops mission, dude.
I don't remember what it was, but I played live. Leo, you watched it, right? Or did you watch?
I don't know if I watched it. No.
I can't remember, but because I streamed it on the channel back whenever the fuck that was. But yeah, it was just boring as shit. It sucked ass.
Well, I don't know if another try because I have it.
It might not have been 2 hours, but it was more than long enough that I felt like I had done a decent live stream and was like, all right, guys, I'm done for the day. And had still not gotten to anything cool in the game.
You should give it another shot. I'm planning on starting playing it unless I fucking play it and you're right and it just sucks.
Red Dead.
Everyone that awesome. I know who's talked about this game.
I know, me too. Everybody I know is like, the game's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody I know.
So maybe.
Wait, Honda, are you starting off with the story or are you just going straight into like the live
online?
Yeah, online.
Pretty much going straight to online, yeah.
Oh, if you don't have a private server, you're just going to sit there and get sniped the whole time by people.
It's pretty frustrating already. How do you set up a private server? That's the way to go, huh?
Yeah,
because if you don't have your own posse going into online stream, then
you're fucked.
You're just going to get jumped every time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Now, can people
these online games
PlayStation
just like hack
people on
and...
PC?
Yeah, I think I know what Xbox and PC is cross-platform. I don't know about PlayStation.
Yeah, it may be cross-platform now. It's been out for a while.
Well, it's all through Rockstar Games because you got to sign on to Rockstar.
Because that's how I have it on PlayStation. I don't have it on fucking PC.
It might be cross-platform. I don't know. Somebody got to look that up.
Well, we could give it a try. It's it's no big deal. No big deal. But I do have a couple of stories to go into.
Oh, there we go.
Twitter. Well, let me pull up the tweeter. Does anyone call it X?
No.
So I don't like calling it X.
I don't know anybody who calls it that, and it's been X for what, over a year?
X marks the spot.
Ooh.
All right. Well, first things first. We got a story from Colorado. Where is it at? This one? Yeah, this is dudes from Aurora, gang members in Aurora, who are probably not born here in the United States.
No.
With guns?
With guns.
And cars?
And they like recording themselves and shooting them out windows. And what do you know? The police found them and arrested them. They've all been charged with first-degree attempted murder, second-degree attempted murder, and like half a dozen other gun charges and shit.
About fucking time.
Yeah. All 18 years old, too, by the way. So that's
Who knew
fun.
posting your crimes online going to make you end up getting caught?
Is that a Keltec? What was that?
Yeah, it looked like a Keltec.
Hold on. We got to...
That looks like a Taurus. Can't tell.
Some kind of AR. What is this?
That looks like a Keltec. You don't know how to hold it, right? We know that.
He's a lefty.
It don't matter. He ain't even
Maybe a
up.
Glock, maybe a PE.
Beretta APX.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, that could be. I don't see enough of those to know it right offhand.
Okay, we have in India, 40 bulldozers demolish illegal mosques and Islamic places of worship. In India, they don't joke.
Fuck,
And
we
they
can't
said-
make fun of India anymore.
I said, all right, India, you can win me over after all.
It still smells like shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
They also have the cow police that arrest Muslims because they keep slaughtering the cows and stuff.
You can't be tolerant of intolerance. You can't be tolerant of cultures that are intolerant to everyone else and invite them into your country and expect everything to work out. There's been examples of that happening, and there's been examples of countries not doing very well when that happens. And we're doing it here right now, and we're only a matter of time until things start being really not good. And I was thinking about this, October Surprise. What do you guys think? October Surprise this year, within the realm of possibilities, could be a Islamic or some sort of terrorist attack on basically every major city in the United States at the same time. They have that many people here in the United States. There's potentially that many terror cells individually operating in every single major city within the United States with how many millions of people that they've led over in the last 3.5 years. That is now 100% within the realm of possibilities. And I would submit to you guys that you probably shouldn't go into a public area, not that you would, or a crowded area without having some sort of way to protect yourself and your family. I think it's like
This goes directly into what
That's what Muffin Top was telling you 2 months ago.
This is what we
Yeah,
were talking about on Wednesday.
oh yeah.
Literally, listen to the Day of fucking Wrath. That's literally gonna fucking pop off. I'm telling you.
Has anybody here watched that fucking October 7th documentary?
Yes, I did
No,
watch
I
it.
need to.
Yeah, I
That was
watched it.
fucked up, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
But did you see that dude who kept tossing the fucking grenades out?
Yeah, that was
God damn.
right.
Oh,
That
is there
was
a guy with a
crazy.
bunch of grenades or
Fucking
something?
mistakes those people made?
Oh,
like-
tell Hunter the story of that scene.
Yeah, no, there's a fucking there's this new documentary it's called We Will Dance Again or something like that. Anyway, it's
Yes.
about the October 7th fucking attacks in Israel at that fucking music festival. And the whole documentary just is about the 6 hours of the attack between when the attack started and when it stopped. And anyway, there's like, first of all, nobody there has a fucking gun. There's 100, most of the people there are between the ages of like 18 and 25. You know, they were all kids going to a fucking music festival and shit.
And dropping acid.
Everybody's acting like chickens with their heads cut off when when shit starts going really, really wrong. Nobody knows what to do. Everybody's making fucked up mistakes. Nobody left as soon as rockets started flying overhead. They were just like, oh, we'll just wait for the music to come back on. Like, there's a bunch of stupid mistakes that people made.
And remember, they're both also high and drunk too.
Yeah, they
'cause
were
I did see
high
that
and
one
drunk.
guy
Like,
who
it
dropped
was-
I'm sure
acid.
that probably had a lot to do with it, though. Honestly, like
It
you're like
was-
all
it was,
high and drunk, and rockets are going off. You're probably like, I don't know what's going on. Where did the music go? You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Well, anyway, so like so many mistakes made in that. However, very educational and more footage than I knew even fucking existed of the
Yeah, there's a lot out there.
dude. Like they showed it because everybody at the fucking festival had their cell phones going, and they had all the footage from the fucking GoPros that the terrorists had, and it's just like
Gruesome
it's very
shit.
disturbing because it's blatantly just like you're seeing them kill people. They're showing the footage of the terrorists going around and just like AKing people in the head.
Yep.
Anyway, there's this one part where in Israel, I guess, down certain, or down roads and things like that, they have these little fucking concrete buildings that are built up specifically for terrorist attacks. You can go in and hide, right?
Okay.
And like 20 of these people went into one of these little concrete buildings and were hiding. Well, the terrorists fucking found them. And several, so because they were trying to get away from the festival, and they ended up at one of these little fucking buildings. And anyway, terrorists found them. A bunch of terrorist cars pull up. You got the GoPros on the terrorists, and you got like some of the cars had like fucking dash cams and shit in them. And at one point, like nobody's done anything. And at one point, I guess just some dude was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I can. And so the terrorists throw a fucking grenade in this little fucking concrete building. And he picks it up and throws it back out. And he does that 9 fucking times. He throws 9 grenades out of this building to save all these people inside. And the last time he throws it out, it actually hits one of the terrorist cars, bounces off, and blows up one of the fucking terrorists. And he was like, in his whole documentary, he's the only dude that you actually see like do something and fight back, at least in some small way. You know,
he was the John McClane of the.
Yeah, I think at that point he was just like, you know what? We're all gonna fucking die. I am just right now. My only job is to every time I see a grenade fly in here, I'm gonna throw it back.
I'd try to do something, dude. Wouldn't you? I mean, I don't know. I guess like no one really knows what they would do in that kind of situation until you're in it. But you would like to think that if you were in that type of situation, that you would be the kind of person that would grab a grenade and throw it back out the window.
Yeah. You have to because you're dead if you don't. Like, you might as well try.
There's that.
Well, the first guy, he tried to go out and talk to him.
Oh,
but that ended up badly.
Yeah, that ended very badly for him. Yeah, because one of the dudes walked out of the building.
And reason with him.
Yeah. Like, okay.
And then there's video of him. They're showing them beating him on the ground and taking his shirt off.
Yeah. Okay, why wouldn't you like this is what I would do, and you tell me what you guys would do. Like you're in the festival, you see the dudes parasailing in and fucking machine gunning and rocketing people and doing all the things they're doing, right? You have the opportunity to initially run away. I would just keep fucking running and running and running and running and running until I'm like thousands of yards away, and then find some nook and crevice or like something where no one's gonna look, and you're completely fucking hidden, and hide there until you fucking see like an official or something, you know.
And some people did that. The problem was they were at a festival in the middle of fucking farmland, right, on the southern side of Israel, close to the Gaza Strip, and there's nothing out there. There's barely any trees. It's just fucking fields and shit.
Hey, man, my fat ass can jog across the field. They can do it.
Well, and the other thing is like people started freaking out. So there were cars. Like, okay, so where they were at, there was only one road. And you could either go north on this road or south on that road, right? And by the time people got the sense to actually start jumping in their cars in the parking lot or the cleared field where all the cars were parked and leaving, what had happened was, because they're on this road where the festival is, runs parallel to the border with the Gaza Strip.
Right. And so they're on both sides of the festival.
Well, no, but what happened? Yeah, because what happened is they crossed the border to the north and to the south of the festival, and this road only runs north and south.
Right.
And like a
so either direction,
they started.
The road's fucked
coming in, right? Well, what people were doing is they would see what was going on, so they started stopping their cars on the road. And they blocked up the whole fucking road. So nobody could fucking move because people were like, oh, and slamming on their brakes and just completely blocking the road going north and south. And then these motherfuckers were like, get out of your cars. And they started running across the fucking fields, where, of course, they were just getting mowed down when they were trying to run across the fucking fields.
Open field.
And not one of these motherfuckers so much as was like, hey, you know what? Fuck it, I'm driving across this field. They were all looking at and they're fields with, for anybody who's ever been in a field, these were tilled up fields, right? So they had the fucking row marks and stuff in them. I don't give a fuck. Like, what do you? They were like worried about their fucking cars or something. I don't think my car will make it across the field. Bitch, you better try.
Right, at least make it.
Why did you get out and run? You got out and people were just getting out of their cars and running across a big open fucking field while there's dudes standing on the road with fucking AKs.
No one thought to okay, here's another option. And it's a bit heroic suicidal, right? But no one thought to just like floor it and hit the
No,
fucking
some of them
cars
did,
with
and they made it.
with the dudes in the AKs.
Yeah, some of them did, and they made it. There was this one. Remember that? I don't know if Leo. Remember the one story? The three dudes. They were in the car, and the dude in the back seat got shot.
Oh yeah.
And he died. But the two in the front seat, the two in the front seat ducked down and just fucking gunned it.
Yep.
And the fucking car got riddled with fucking 7.62. But like, two of the three of them fucking made it. They just fucking hauled ass. They were like, "Fuck it, we're going."
I mean, that's as good of a shot as any. Is just get the fuck in your car and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
And then if there's someone in your way, you fucking duck and cover and floor it.
But the biggest problem I saw in that whole thing was, dude, like, what was it? So the rockets start flying overhead at 6:30 in the morning because this was an all-night festival, right? It was like a 2-day festival. And so all these people were there overnight. The rockets start flying at like 6:30 in the morning. And it isn't until like 8:30, almost 2 hours later, that the terrorists start showing up. So for 2 hours, these motherfuckers are like just like watching rockets overhead and waiting for the music to come back on, even though the people at the festival were like, "Hey, y'all need to leave." Like, they turned the music off, they got on the loudspeakers and like, everybody needs to leave, and nobody was fucking leaving.
Right.
They had 2 hours they could have been hauling ass to get the fuck out of there.
Right.
And they didn't, because they were like, "Oh, I'm sure it'll be okay. I'm sure nothing bad will happen."
Right.
You know,
We're
they
used
were,
to
like,
this.
they were taking video of like watching the Iron Dome take out the fucking rockets coming over from Gaza.
That is 100% normal human behavior, because we have this thing called normalcy bias, where like your entire life everything's been okay, and I've seen rockets fly over before and everything's been okay, and like everything's going to be okay now.
Right.
And then when it's not, it's like, oh fuck, like I wasn't expecting that because everything's been okay every other time, you know?
Yeah. Right. And they said that in the video, but then they was like, well, this has been going on for a long time now. Usually it's quite short. So that's when they started to notice something was off. When it just
Well, think
kept
about like
going with
the
rockets.
people in the Twin Towers when 9/11 happened, right? And they got over the intercom and they're like, "Don't worry, everybody. We've got fire suppression systems. The fire department has told us to not panic and to stay in place. So everyone just go back to your desk and we'll give you another update." And by the time the next update came, it was too fucking late and everyone was dead. You know what I mean? Like, even if they had time to try to panic and get the fuck out of there, it was too late and they were dead.
Yeah.
So,
but like, my point was, what we were talking about on Wednesday night is I think people need to adjust their expectations and just, it's okay to be paranoid, because the worst case scenario is you overreact to a situation and maybe you look a little dumb in front of your friends. You know what I mean? Like, that's the worst case scenario. Like, stop worrying about what other fucking people think. You know what I mean? Like, all these kids that were there were like, you could tell they were nervous and everything, but like they didn't want to be the one to panic. They didn't want to be the one to just take off, because they didn't want to look stupid.
dude, I could totally see something like this happening in the United States, though, now.
Yeah.
With how many fucking people there are here from other countries, from all over the world, who might be funded by foreign governments, might be ideologically inclined because of religious beliefs, might have family that they lost in bombings that the United States government carried out, and now they're here.
Yeah.
And then, did you see the report about the 400,000 illegal immigrants who were here in the United States who were known criminals?
Yeah, the ones that they were like literally what Trump has been saying, murderers and rapists and shit like this.
Well, there was 15,000 known murderers, and then another 1,500 murderers who had pending trials or whatever. It's like they were charged with murder, but they haven't been convicted yet.
Yeah,
so that's like almost 17,000 murderers, and then it was 19,000 convicted rapists, with another like 2,000 pending rapist convictions that of 2,000 other people who were here who have so recently raped someone that their court cases aren't even settled yet, but they're in the United States walking around free.
Yep.
And then what, like 300,000 other shit, dude? I don't know what the other crimes were necessarily, but whatever, dude. I say fucking Trump needs to get in there and day one just start with like the worst people possible that they know about and start getting rid of them. And after 4 years of that, maybe they'll have enough people out of this country where only the good people will be left. But I doubt it. I doubt that we'll ever get there, dude. It's too fucking late.
Yeah.
Tear us down like these mosques.
Well, then on top of that, you got the foreign nationals being given police status now.
You see some fucking restaurant in Pittsburgh wouldn't allow J.D. Vance to come in. They kicked him out.
Yep.
And so all of the people who were there to see J.D. Vance were like, cancel my fucking order. I'll pay for whatever I already have, but go fuck yourself. We're out of here. And I hope this place, I don't know. I'm not going to say that I hope they go out of business, but kind of, dude. They fucked up. You can't get political like that and fucking kick someone out. Like the vice presidential nominee for the Republican Party, you're not going to allow him to come into your restaurant? Are you insane? I guess so. Yeah, it's called Trump derangement syndrome. Anyway.
Apparently, Vance actually paid for all their drinks, and supposedly that was the same restaurant that let Kamala have an event there recently.
Dude, I gotta tell you what, I'm kind of scared at the amount of the Harris signs I'm seeing just in little old Nebraska. I'm like, are you people fucking retarded?
I've seen a few myself
The
recently.
answer is yes.
Yes, I'm aware. The amount that I'm seeing is just sickening, actually.
I've been seeing the opposite. I've been seeing a lot of Trump signs, which is crazy.
I've seen a mix-up with it now.
I haven't seen a
What?
single Harris sign or bumper sticker yet. I've not seen one down in South Texas.
Honestly, I haven't seen either way. Like, I haven't seen, like, maybe I have and I just didn't notice it, but not one single Trump or Harris anything in the whole state of Colorado that I've seen.
The ones I've seen within driving distance of my house, they have every other yard sign for every other Democrat candidate, too.
Yeah, I'm seeing that as well.
And then the scumbag county sheriff that's up for re-election now, they have his sign up there, too, as well.
Stephen
I know
Carroll
an
out in
FFL,
the chat. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Stephen Carroll out in the chat dropped in $5 and said, if I have no other options, I'm throwing my crap at them. I'm not walking away, but I'll be a legend. Yeah, dude. Seriously. You got a rock? You can find a rock. You could do some damage with a rock. You got a rock and a sock? Now you got a weapon. You know what I mean? Now you got like a primitive mace. You can take down a person with a mace. Shit, you can take down a person with a rock. And if you're outside and you can't find a rock, you can find a stick, right? You can grab a stick and you can charge at someone with a stick and hit them with a stick. And if it's a big, heavy stick, you could fucking actually do some damage, right? Stick in a rock, you got a fucking hammer. Like, I don't know, dude. You can improvise something, seriously.
Run up to him, bite him on the neck.
Also, poke him in the eye with
Vampire
that stick.
style.
And at very
On
least,
the old dick twist.
you got fists and feet, right? Like, you punch the dude in the face hard enough, he's going to drop his AK. You got to catch him off guard, you know. Well, it's kind of a problem, but at least try. Fuck, dude. Most of those people were just cowering. I saw, like, videos of, like, all these people hiding in a bathroom, and then there's like, pictures, like, hours later of everyone dead, you know, because, like, they didn't show the video. Like, there's lots of videos I haven't seen, obviously, because they just haven't been, I haven't gone out looking for them.
There was one group who thought they were safe because they made it to the Israeli military base.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they got inside, they found out the base was already overrun by terrorists.
Yep.
Oh, that's
and
fun.
The rest of the soldiers were hiding themselves inside some of the bunkers.
Soldiers hiding. That's where that gets me, dude.
Yeah.
Why are soldiers hiding?
Well, because it was like, what was it? There
Right,
was
like a
there was like a
holiday
skeleton crew at the base. It was like 10 dudes, and like 100 fucking terrorists showed up, and there was like 10 dudes there. And yeah, it was like it wasn't abandoned, but it was like,
Right, it was a
I don't know.
holiday, so it was half the crew. not even
Yeah.
half the crew. Like like you said, like the skeleton crew.
Yeah,
So
it was like 10 dudes there, and like fucking 100 terrorists showed up, and they're like, "Fuck," you know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of fuzzy on the details of the story, but wasn't there a place in Texas where there was like a couple of dudes and then a whole bunch of enemies, and like they fought till they all died? It was like the Alamo, something.
It sounds familiar. I'm not sure.
Alamo? I
I'll
can't
have to
remember.
look that up.
Yeah,
Never
but
heard of it.
they sure put up a hell of a fight, didn't they? They had pistols. That's all they had.
Muskets.
Better than a fucking stick, dude.
Well, they had
I was just
dynamite
talking about
ammo.
picking up a rock. Like, you got a pistol?
I don't think they had RPGs though. Did they have any cannons there during the Alamo? Or was it?
They had some cannons. Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't they have dynamite
That's
too? Or I'm wrong
that's
about
what it was about. That's where the "come and take it" flag came from.
So, in the name of being prepared for a terrorist attack, and much to my own chagrin and probably to Tactical Muffin Top's joy, I have been considering carrying a semi-auto instead of a revolver.
About fucking time.
Now go
But
back to
I'm
the
leaning
revolver.
towards the LCP Max.
I
that's
think
what
it's a
I wanna
great gun.
It's a good gun.
get. Yeah.
Yeah. The new
10
bodyguard's
foot
even better.
extra magazine, fits in your pocket. Forget it's even there. Weighs nothing.
Yes. I love you right now for saying this.
I think you should go back to the
I just want everybody to be
revolver.
more prepared than what they were. Is it so hard to ask everybody to bump up for a month or two?
I mean, I could just carry a full size fucking duty pistol and
Yeah.
my pants fall down all fucking day.
No way. You got it. Your dagger. You're a fit dude. You got a decent belt. You'll be fine.
I'm old, bro. Things hurt.
Yeah.
Dude, I carry a fucking Glock 26 with, plus 2 base plates in my pocket. Just fine.
It can-
So, I
you can
mean,
do it.
The cat agrees.
Yeah.
I don't have any guns, so I haven't been carrying nothing.
that's right.
Yeah. I don't have any.
Carry my dagger with a micro comp red dot and a pistol light and a spare mag minimum every day. Plus
What
my
if-
pepper spray and Knives.
What is untrue? I have one gun and one gun only. That's it.
The one in your pants.
Yeah.
I want to get this bumper sticker. I like it.
I also like it. That's my truck as well.
Danny dropped in $2. Said, "Come and take it from Gonzalez, not the Alamo."
Ooh.
What is that all about? Gonzalez? Take it from Gonzalez?
Gonzales, Texas.
What happened in Gonzalez, Texas?
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about.
See, not even the Texans know what you're talking about, Daniel.
I mean, I feel like I probably should know what he's talking about, but just with that one word, I don't know.
Well, everyone's heard of the Alamo, but especially if you watch Deep Space Nine. Calhoun Republic dropped in $2. Said, "Read my last chat. People are so lost. I still have one family member posting about Project 2025 propaganda on Facebook. Trump derangement syndrome should be on the DSM-5. Well, yes, I agree. It should be on the DSM-5. I think it's diagnosable. It's a behavioral disorder based upon disinformation propagated by the mainstream media that if you watched it enough and you believed it enough, you have. It is a natural result of the misinformation and disinformation, the propaganda that's been spoon-fed to you from the government by the mainstream media. And those are the natural reactions, the natural conclusions to that information.
Matt, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, brother. Not knowing what he's talking about.
I didn't do that. I literally didn't do that. That was...
Yeah, I was gonna say I know an FFL that has TDS.
Oh no.
Stephen
Can you hear
Carroll
me?
says, "Y'all
up in
have
the Antifa?
guns." Unsubscribed. That's
Oh
right.
no.
Oh no, not another Antifa. Just kidding, Stephen Carroll.
Can y'all hear me?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
They were talking about the Battle of Gonzales because lawfully.
I will concede, Daniel.
Stop
I
talking.
googled it. I was wrong.
That's just me. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, fuck off.
Oh, shit, I was just fucking with you.
Damn.
It was a joke.
Oh, he thinks I did that now.
Dropping the band hammer.
Oh, I said I did it.
No, he thinks I did that.
Now he hates Honda again.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
he dropped that himself
now
this
he's
time?
never
Oh.
coming back to my chats, Matt.
I said I did it.
He's
said-
ginger. He's already at a disadvantage.
It was too late. He already left. He couldn't hear you.
No, I said it before then.
He was saying in text and how pissed off he was, and he had some hot vittles to eat.
I
Now
said it
he's-
before he fucking left.
Now he's going to make a ceiling fan video.
Yep. Look what you did.
Yeah.
2 ceiling fan videos, probably. One for Matt, one for Honda.
The first
Call me.
Daniel dropped in $5. Thanks, Daniel. And says the first actual battle of the Texas Revolution was in Gonzales, Texas. The Mexicans wanted to seize their guns and cannons, so they made the flag. Did they win the battle of Gonzales, Texas? The first actual battle? Did they keep their guns? I don't know. I don't know nothing about this. I do know that during the Mexican-American War, we literally sailed our ships down to the Yucatan Peninsula, boarded our troops into Mexican soil, and burned our ships because we were so fucking sure that we would fight our way back to America, that we didn't need them, and we didn't want our enemies in Mexico to get them. So we landed aboard in the Yucatan, burned our ships, and then started fighting. And the thing was, we fought all the way back to the United States and won. Like, they did exactly what they thought they were going to do. They didn't need the ships. It's like, it sounds crazy. Like, oh, you burned your ships once you hit land. Yeah. And it worked out. Like, we did exactly what we said we would do. Don't fuck with America. We did the same shit in World War I too, man. Like, France and Germany, and like everybody's fighting, and these like trenches have been there for years in the same exact spots, and thousands of people have died, and the fucking, like, the lines have moved like 100 yards. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking crazy. And then the United States fucking sends some troops over there, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna go over the wall, and we're gonna go over there into their trench, and we're gonna kill them, and we're gonna take that trench. And the French are like, stupid Americans, they think they can do that. And then we went over the wall, we went into their trench, we killed all of them, and we took their trench. And the French are like, fuck. The Americans are awesome.
Retreat. Hell, we just got here.
Dino Spumoni says Corey's got HDS, Honda derangement syndrome now. Thanks, Matt.
Shit, Matt.
Thanks for that.
What you did.
It was fully my fault. I said that. Multiple
Corey, come
fucking
back.
times.
Corey,
It was
come
my
back.
fault. I was fucking with Corey. I didn't know he was going to get mad and leave.
Matt
Otherwise, I
is
would not have done it.
ginger racist.
Oh, Lord. You know, sometimes what happens in these chats makes me want to modify a bulldozer.
Deal or no deal.
Oh, did I hit a button? I totally hit a button.
You know, just putting a blade on the front of that truck is a pretty good start.
You would think a short chat tonight wouldn't be no problems.
Just a reminder, everybody.
That's a bike
An
guy.
hour, dude.
All gun laws are infringements.
Yep.
It's a beautiful landscape.
I like that little mini bike too.
Yeah, I knew that's the part you were looking at.
Little pit bike.
I want his gun.
I wonder how much metal and armor I could weld to that motorcycle.
You'd be better off with your Suburban, Matt.
Might as well do hard
That's
thick
true.
flat.
I can weld all kinds of shit to the bourbon.
Mm-hmm. It can handle it.
Dude, that would be a cool build. Turn it into the Kill Moto,
You could have a whole bunch of bitches in that.
and then like kind of give it like the lines of the Killdozer, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and like certainly the colors. Like you got to paint it like cat yellow and like leave weld marks and fucking like a little slit for the fucking headlight or something, you know, something cool like that. Obviously not functional, but like functional and it'll ride around, but not functional in the fact that it'll like allow you to Killdozer around on a motorcycle. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a welder that we all know that might help.
Yeah, he makes $12 an hour. He can weld.
Yeah, where's Mr. F&H when you need him? The Constitution actually says you can legally overthrow the government if they are tyrannical. Just saying.
The laws
What does
They're
it
trying
say?
to
The
renegotiate the
Constitution-
contract.
The Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and the U.S. is is mentioned in the Declaration of Independence in the second paragraph. That's true. It's not in the Constitution. It's in the Declaration of Independence. But still, it's in there. So here's a quote from LeBron James. Is this true? I don't know if this is true. I prefer not to speak on this matter until I know how much information has become public knowledge. LeBron James, when a reporter asked about how many Diddy parties he had been to, how many freak-offs he had attended.
That seems pretty legit.
Why would you say
know.
it like that? I prefer not to speak on this until I know how much information becomes public knowledge. Like, oh, you did some shit. Okay, got it.
Exactly what it says.
Yeah, he's gay as fuck.
I-70 in Colorado has a mile marker 419.99 since the mile marker 420 kept getting stolen. I think I'd rather have the 419.99. I think that's almost cooler.
Well, get out there.
I got to find out where that's at. Although they probably post a
I
copy
wouldn't-
there.
I wouldn't exactly Google it.
How come you Googled this right before the sign was missing on? Yeah, like Google mile marker 417 and just figure it out.
Dude, look at this video of a UFO.
That's a flying squirrel.
It looks like a stingray
That's what I'm about to say. It looks
Yeah,
like
it does look like a
stingray.
stingray.
without the tail. Like Steve Irwin's fucking ghost is flying through the sky right now.
It's a flying squirrel.
Everyone's like,
One of
this is
those
the one that
fucking-
fucked me up.
No, he's got one of those fucking paraglider suits on. You know, the ones that they fucking like.
Yeah.
That's all. It's just
How
a
come it's not-
squirrel going for a fucking ride.
I just prefer to think that Steve Irwin has come back as a ghost in the form of a flying fucking stingray without the stinger.
What's more messed up is how is it flying with more surface area facing the direction it's going?
It's a balloon. It's hauling ass if it's a balloon. I don't think balloons haul ass like that.
Baroon.
Totally not a spy balloon.
Well, maybe because the plane is going fast.
A literal mylar balloon. All right, maybe I'm fucking wrong. Maybe I don't
Maybe it
know.
looks like it's going fast.
I
'cause
just-
the
I
plane's
wanna
going
believe,
fast.
all right.
That thing is also less than 2 feet long. I mean, that thing's fucking tiny.
I mean, who knows the size of aliens? Right.
I want to believe. So,
Then they could be the size of meerkats or something. Who knows?
does that make me naive? Probably, but I still want to
That's
believe.
terrifying.
It was the alien inside the guy's head from Men in Black.
Hell yeah.
Dude, this shit's so true. Company makes record profits. Shareholders are like swimming in Lamborghinis. Co-workers get a pizza party. And it's a shitty pizza party.
Yep. And it's a company write-off, so that didn't even come out of their pocket anyway. It's a tax deduction.
I
They
mean,
went to Costco and got Costco pizza.
right. I mean, if it was great pizza, then I can understand.
Leia's like, all right, fuck my profits.
I don't know. There's some Chicago, like
Trickle
how
down
much are those, like,
economics.
crazy Chicago pizzas where they like have to bake them upside down and flip them over when they're. Have you seen those? Like the super deep dish ones that have like 5 pounds of cheese in the inside.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Have you ever had one of those?
No, I want to be able to shit again.
Yeah.
Or is it good? Is it worth it? How much
For
do they
me,
cost?
it is. Oh man,
I asked like 5 questions. I'm sorry.
I'll be like for whoever. I'll be like now. I don't know because I haven't bought a deep dish since the inflation, but usually what $20-$30.
Yeah, he's on them Tostinos, the Kamala Harris brand.
Yeah, he's on the.
But usually about like $25-$30. You know, for a nice
he's
size.
focusing on what can be, and he's unburdened by what has been. I fucked that up.
This is true though. Still.
Yeah. Crappy translation from Marx. You know, that makes me think maybe she's not as dumb as what she portrays herself to be on TV.
Write-off still comes out of the company's pocket just to decreases where the taxable income, Muffin. That's true. That is how write-off works. I will still be in prison, my prison cell, right? Right?
Wait a minute.
Isn't he staying at the same prison right now?
Everybody's looking at Toyota
I don't know if
trucks
it's
again.
true. I never fucking confirmed whether or not P. Diddy and fucking Epstein are at the same jail cell, or at least P. Diddy's at the same jail cell that fucking what's his name died in.
I heard he was in the same jail as Sam Bankman-Fried, and that he was on hunger strike or whatever because he didn't want to. He's paranoid they're going to poison him.
I'm surprised they didn't fucking Gaddafi his ass, bro. Like bayonet his ass till he fucking bled to death through his butthole, because he stole a bunch of people's money, and a bunch of people are now broke, or at least don't have the money that they should have because of that guy stealing it. And he seems to be doing just fine, except for being in prison, I guess. Financially doing fine.
You talking about Sam Bankman-Fried?
Yeah, the Freed.
Yeah, that's because all that money that he stole, he donated to the Democrats.
Right.
Don't
Which
act blue. They've
smartest
insulated
thing
him.
to do. The best money you can spend in 2024 is bribing the government.
This is true.
Calhoun says, I still can't believe Matt didn't know the story behind Texas come and take it flag. Matt?
I know the story behind the Texas come and take it flag.
Well, that was Gonzales, Texas.
Okay.
Matt.
What does that have to do with not knowing what Daniel meant when he said Gonzales?
Hey, as a Texan, you are supposed to know every single thing about Texas.
Yeah, you're supposed to know Jose and Hoseby.
Every tiny city, every corner of Texas that a person's like, oh, I'm from Joshua, Texas. And you're supposed to know exactly where it's at.
Every bit of information, every single piece of history.
Every person who was ever born there, you need to know their first and last
Oh,
names.
you know what? I am realizing I read his fucking thing wrong. I thought he said, come take it from Gonzales, not the Alamo. Okay, that's my bad. No, I thought Daniel said, come take it from Gonzales, not the Alamo. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What's in Gonzales? The only thing I could think of was Gonzales, Texas. But he said, come and take it came from Gonzales, not the Alamo. I didn't read his fucking chat right.
You sound like you're a Coloradian that moved to Texas.
No,
it's kind of true. he's like a Texan who defected to live in Colorado, but couldn't get it out here because of our crazy laws and cold weather, and moved back.
No, it's because you like.
Honestly, it was just because all my pussy was in Dallas. That's why I moved back.
His exes lived in Texas.
So all of the pussy in Colorado was ice cold.
The pussy in Colorado was nowhere near as good as the pussy in Dallas. So that's why I moved back. If you want to know the truth, that's why I moved back.
There you go, Honda, to Texas.
I mean, I guess if you like women with asses that are so disproportionately large that you have to have some sort of a device to fucking like find where the vagina is, because it's hidden. It's in there somewhere.
The device is a penis. God gave it to us
Yeah.
naturally.
I mean, you just stick it in there, you'll find it.
Unless
yours is a big
Eventually.
I can't see it, but I can feel it.
you don't use your taste buds.
If Core is here, he'd say, just throw some flour on that viddle and get in on it.
Yeah, you find a wet spot like that.
Even if you don't find it, you're still going to get off.
You're still winning.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about this one? Justice Department sues Alabama for violating federal law prohibiting systemic efforts to remove voters within 90 days of an election. That sounds good, right? Like Alabama's trying to remove voters before an election? Oh, actually what it is Alabama's been trying to clean up their voter rolls like a bunch of other states have, where certain states have gotten rid of like 1 million people off of their voter rolls who were ineligible for voting, dead, moved to a different state, illegal immigrant, etc., etc., etc. And the Justice Department is suing Alabama so that they can keep those people on the voter rolls in Alabama. So I'm calling Alabama for Biden, for Harris. Right now, Alabama's going to Harris, guaranteed.
That is
just like
crazy.
Wisconsin's going to Harris because of the same fucking voter suppression, what do you call it? Fortifications that they've put into place, right? All the fortifications in Wisconsin and all the fortifications in Alabama have made it so that Wisconsin and Alabama are 100% going to be blue this time.
That is crazy if Alabama turns blue.
That is crazy, dude.
Just watch, boys. You just watch.
As of this past Friday, a bunch of Democrats are trying to pull that same kind of shit here. They're forcing lawsuits right now to try to put drop boxes back in place like it did in 2020.
Colorado was Texas when Texas did the thing. All right, well then, fuck yeah, dude. Come and take it, bitches. Call it Texas. I know Colorado's where all the Texans go to fucking get away from Texas and come here and be like, when I'm in Texas, our stakes are bigger. And I'm in Texas, we have less traffic. And I'm like, then go back to fucking Texas, you fucking cocksucking fucking Texan ass. Oh, I almost got in a fight today.
Oh.
Tell us about that.
Was he a ginger?
Whoopsie daisies. No, I went to a certain store where you buy things that people can buy in Colorado.
Marijuanas.
And I went up to the clerk at the window who asked for my ID, and then I presented my ID. And there is a hairline crack that you can barely see going through part of my ID. Not even the whole thing, just part of it. And he grabs my ID and he starts spreading it apart and bending it and being like, oh, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what? Just give me my ID back. I'll go somewhere else. And he starts cussing at me, dude, like the guy in the fucking thing. And I fucking lose it because I was already pissed off that he was like fucking bending my ID that has a crack in it. And like, you bend it enough, it's going to have a big crack in it. And then I'm not going to have an ID anymore. Bending my ID that has a crack in it. Like, you bend it enough, it's going to have a big crack in it. And then I'm not going to. What was that?
What the fuck? You just got inceptioned.
Chatception. So I grab my ID back and I say something to him like, go fuck yourself, you cocksucker,
Sounds like, okay.
Nice and tactful, yes.
Right. It checks out so far.
Well, because he cussed at me, bro.
Yeah.
Like he fucking bent my ID and then he started cussing at me. So I'm like, go fuck yourself, you fucking cocksucking faggot. And I like walked out the fucking door. And since I didn't get the item that I needed, I had to Google search another in the area that I could go to get the item that I needed still, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm sitting outside of this place on a public sidewalk by my motorcycle, which doesn't have a license plate on it, by the way. And I'm searching for a place to go. And he comes out and he's recording me on his phone. And he's like, you have to leave. You have to get out of here. And I'm like, I have to get out of where? The public street that I'm on right now? and he's like, yeah, bleh. He starts fucking saying shit, and his hands are shaking like a fucking leaf, right? And I'm like, okay, what if I don't leave? What are you going to do? He's like, I'll call the cops. And I'm like, you're going to call the cops on me for being on a public street. And then I called him every name I could think of, which was fun. I guess I didn't almost get in a fight. I just fucking antagonized someone. There was no point where he was going to fucking punch me. But
Okay, real quick, I have to interject with something here.
Yes, go ahead.
Would like to share this with the class.
How the fuck
This-
is in his thing?
This is how I heard what Daniel said, because I wasn't reading it. I was listening to Honda.
That's my truck as well. Hey, that's me.
Okay, listen to how Honda reads. Come and take it came from Gonzales, not the Alamo. But listen what Honda says.
Danny dropped in $2, said, come and take it from Gonzales, not the Alamo.
That's what you said, and that's what I heard, so I didn't know what the fuck Daniel was talking about. You said it wrong, sir. I didn't read his chat wrong. I was just listening to you.
I skipped one word. Said, come and
You
take it
skipped
from
came-
Gonzales, not the Alamo.
Yeah, you said
skipped
come and
the
take
word.
it from Gonzales.
English
And I
is
didn't
a
know what
fickle
come and
bitch.
take it from Gonzales meant. Like, who's Gonzales or where's Gonzales? Why would you
You
take
should have
something-
known.
I didn't, because I wasn't reading the fucking chat.
You should
So I
have
was just
known
listening
because
to what
if
you
Texas
fucking
and
said.
Gonzales and Alamo, you
If
should have put it together.
you read Daniel's chat. Fucking
You should have put it together.
Tommy
Your
and
state.
Dad-
Give him his $2 back.
You owe Daniel $2 for fucking up his chat.
Does Gonzales have tacos?
That's why I was like, "What do you mean, Gonzales? Gonzales, Texas? What the fuck are you talking about? Why would somebody come? What are they supposed to come take from Gonzales?" I didn't know what the fuck he meant because of what you said, motherfucker. Anyway, I just wanted to clear my name a
Call
little bit
me.
because I had no idea that's what he was trying to say in that fucking chat.
Hold on, Matt.
What?
Honda still has your bike and your money now.
But I did send the title, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's a paper.
His
Maybe we
reputation
should
as
be a little less
Texan
critical of a
is
guy.
on- right.
In
I
the game
saw-
of poker,
okay,
that's
dude.
called all on the table.
This is insane. So this is since Biden and Harris got into office, so since January 21 to August of 24, by country, by percentages of the population of the country. So these numbers, like this Nicaragua, 6.5% total, means that 6.5% of the total population of all of the people who live in Nicaragua have moved to the United States since Biden and Harris took office. 6.1%, or it's hard to see because like it breaks it down to all alien encounters minus aliens expelled from the U.S. and directly into the U.S. interior. So there's three categories, but if you add up all three, Honduras has nearly 10% of the population of Honduras. 1 out of 10 people are here in the United States now. We're over 4% in Haiti. We are over 5%, 5.5% in Guatemala. We're sitting right at 5%. That's 1 out of 20 people who live in El Salvador now lives in the United States. We're sitting at 3% of Venezuela, 2% in Ecuador, 2.5% of Mexicans now live in the United States since Biden and Harris took office, 1% of Colombia, and about 0.5% of Peru. And that's of their populations. So let's say, as a generic fucking fill-all for Nicaragua, let's say there was 10 million people who lived in Nicaragua. What kind of agua?
The
I just want you to be
Nigga.
very careful. How you
So 6.5% of 10 million would be, what would that be? Like 650,000 people?
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, these are insane numbers. I don't know what the populations of these countries were to begin with. I know some of them are huge, like Cuba has a lot of fucking people, you know. Nicaragua is probably a little smaller, or El Salvador is a little smaller, or whatever, you know. But like when you're looking at percentages of their population, how many people moved out of, like, think about this. 10% of the United States moves to France. How many people would be moving to France? That'd be 30 fucking million people. That would completely change France forever. Like they wouldn't even speak French anymore. It'd be like half fucking English, you know? But yeah, like that's where we're at in the United States because of the Biden-Harris administration, who's probably going to win because of cheating and because of an election system that they continually, instead of fixing, make sure that it's broken, right? And then because it's broken, you can't trust the results. So at the end of this whole election cycle, we're going to have a declared winner, but neither side's going to accept it. If it's Donald Trump, the Democrats aren't going to accept it. If it's Harris, the Republicans aren't going to accept it. So I don't know how this election is going to go, but it's not going to end in the way that a normal election ends in the United States.
How many hockey sticks do you think we're going to see this time around? Because we only saw the one last time. That was in Michigan.
And Georgia.
Oh, there was one in Georgia, too. That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Hockey sticks?
Yeah, where it's like Trump is clearly ahead by like 2 or 3%. And then...
And then mysteriously at like 3 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
Biden shoots up over him. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, I'd just like to correct something that Eduardo said out there in the chat. He said Speedy Gonzalez actually had weed in the cartoon. No. It wasn't Speedy Gonzalez that had the weed. It was his cousin, Slowpoke.
Slowpoke Gonzalez.
Slowpoke Rodriguez was his cousin.
Rodriguez, that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Speedy Gonzalez had
He was the one that was high as fuck.
They got rid of that because it was too stereotypical of Mexicans, but Mexicans love Speedy Gonzalez.
Yep.
Oh, dude, you should see how many fucking people down here have fucking Speedy Gonzalez bumper stickers and decals on their fucking cars down here.
One time I had a shitty Toyota Corolla that needed a lot of work that I bought for too much money that I needed to sell and get my money back. And it had Tweety Bird and Speedy Gonzalez floor mats. And that shit sold in like 5 fucking minutes for every penny that I wanted because of that. They liked it so much.
They thought you were cool as fuck, bro.
Lord. All right, guys. Well, I have to get going. We're going to go play some games here. I might try to stream it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. We'll see. If I do, we'll see you then. If not, we'll see you next time on Tuesday for Two-Way Taco Tuesday with E-Honda and friends. And I hope you guys have a buenos noches, as they say south of the border. And to the rest of you, have a good night. Deuces, y'all.
Penis.